Heya, this one's no stumper because it's Earthrise Cliffjumper, haha! Yes, we're taking a look at the Bumblebee lookalike brought to us by Takara Tomy and Hasbro in this deluxe scale, even though he's actually much smaller than a normal deluxe figure, but more on that later. Yes, sir, this figure blew away all my expectations, and this was one I didn't mind skipping out on, but I'm so glad I didn't. This figure, while small, is absolutely insane and loaded with articulation. I totally dig this guy. In terms of accessories, he comes with a large rocket launcher seen in the first episode of the cartoon. Surprisingly, it's not hollow and is a solid piece of plastic. The launcher can split up into 5 pieces, which can be configured any way you so choose, which is awesome. Now on to the main chunk of red and black. This Bumblebee lookalike is detailed from head to toe, and while not as detailed as the Siege figures, he certainly looks like his animated counterpart, which is awesome. And if you want, you can disengage the backpack and use it as a shield. A little goofy, but works. And check out that animation-accurate head sculpt. No mistaking, that's Cliffjumper, ready to take aim right at Megatron's head. Unfortunately, no light piping, but the painted face with those blue eyes works for me. Articulation is incredible for this scale, and sets a new standard for the size. No mistake, this is a Legends class figure, disguised as a deluxe. But the size class works for the scale with the rest of the figures in the line. The poses this guy can hold are incredible, and the figure is definitely one of my new favorites. Just look at all the things he can do. That's right, he's doing that too! And on to size comparison. He scales great with the Chug figures, as he should, and while some might complain about his size and price point, I don't mind. And besides, this is 2020, leaders are Voyagers, and deluxes are all over the place. And here he is with all the Wave 1 Earthrise figures. I'm missing Prime, but I will soon have him, I assure you. And he looks rad next to them. Well, he's definitely the smallest figure in both Siege and Earthrise, and the War for Cybertron trilogy in general. He does not disappoint in size. He looks great next to him. Transformation is simple but finicky in some points. Not difficult, but definitely not the easiest in the War for Cybertron trilogy line. The back panel lifting off and pegging back on is parts forming, but honestly, who really cares? The whole parts forming concept is kind of dumb. It's not like the Transformer's not transforming, he's just taking off a piece of himself. It's like when you go into a cartwheel or a hurdle or whatever, you rip off your leg. Okay, never mind, this argument's stupid. And here is Cliffjumper in his vehicle mode. Cute, small, red, and feels great. And while this isn't an officially licensed vehicle, it does resemble the car Cliffjumper turned into on the G1 cartoon. And you can even reference a scene from the cartoon again. Not only can you shoot Megatron, you can turn Cliffjumper's car mode into a jet ski. Seen in some scene on the show for less than a minute. Well, Hasbro and Takara do love their obscure references, which reminds a little G1 magic. Plus it looks cool. And that has been my review of Earthrise Deluxe Class Cliffjumper. A banger figure that if you haven't, you need to get your hands on. This guy's awesomely fun to pose and display. Honestly, what are you waiting for? See you in the next video. See ya.